This is VOA News. I'm Marissa Melton. The head of the United Nations nuclear watchdog met in Moscow on Thursday with officials from Russia's military and state atomic energy company. VOA's Diane Roberts has more.
International Atomic Energy Agency Director General Rafael Grossi is trying to get a protection zone set up around a Russian-occupied nuclear power plant in Ukraine. Grossi and the head of Russia's Rosatom were seen holding talks in Moscow in footage aired by Russian television. Rosatom described Thursday's talks as substantive, useful, and frank. The conversations surround measures needed to safeguard Ukraine's Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant and the surrounding region. Grossi said the zone needs to focus solely on preventing a nuclear accident. Diane Roberts, VOA News.
North Korean hackers have stolen an estimated $1.2 billion in cryptocurrency and other virtual assets in the past 5 years. AP correspondent Karen Chamas.
Experts say North Korea has turned to crypto hacking and other illicit cyber activities to be able to source much-needed foreign currency to bolster its fragile economy. The funds, experts believe, are also being used to pay for its nuclear program following harsh UN sanctions and the COVID-19 pandemic. South Korea's main spy agency has said more than $626 million was stolen from around the world in this year alone. It also said more than $78 million of the total came from South Korea. I'm Karen Chamas.
North Korea's foreign ministry has denied reports it offered munitions to Russia and denounced the United States for providing lethal weapons to Ukraine. The comments came through the North's state-run news agency early on Friday. This is VOA News. The House Select Committee probing of the January 6, 2021 assault on the U.S. Capitol released its final report Thursday, referring former President Donald Trump to the Department of Justice for a criminal investigation and potential prosecution for trying to overturn the results of the 2020 election won by President Joe Biden. Attorney General Merrick Garland is now considering whether to accept the recommendation. The exact charges recommended are obstruction of an official proceeding, conspiracy to defraud the United States, conspiracy to make a false statement, and incitement, rebellion, or insurrection. Meanwhile, AP correspondent Norman Hall reports the January 6th panel investigating the Capitol riot has released the testimony of a witness who says she was pressured by Trump allies.
The 9-member committee released 2 never-before-seen transcripts of former White House aide Cassidy Hutchinson's testimony as it tries to wrap up its investigation and make its work public. Hutchinson testified behind closed doors that she was offered job opportunities and financial assistance by Trump allies in exchange for not fully disclosing potentially damaging testimony.
That's AP's Norman Hall reporting. Cryptocurrency entrepreneur Sam Bankman-Fried walked out of a Manhattan courthouse. AP's Ed Donahue has more.
The parents of the founder and former CEO of trading platform FTX agreed to sign a $250 million bond. Bankman-Fried will stay in their California home as he awaits trial on charges of swindling investors and looting customer deposits. In court, federal prosecutor Nicholas Ruse said Bankman-Fried perpetrated a fraud of epic proportions. The judge also required Bankman-Fried to wear an electronic monitoring bracelet. He did not speak during the hearing except to answer the judge. Carolyn Ellison, the former chief executive of Bankman-Fried's trading firm Alameda Research, and FTX co-founder Gary Wang have pleaded guilty to charges including wire fraud, securities fraud, and commodities fraud. I'm Ed Donahue.
Arizona Governor Doug Ducey will take down a makeshift wall made of shipping containers at the Mexico border, settling a lawsuit and political tussle with the federal government over trespassing on federal lands. The Biden administration and the Republican governor entered into an agreement that Arizona will cease installing the containers in any national forest. That's according to court documents filed this week in U.S. District Court. The stipulation says Arizona must remove the shipping containers already present in southeastern Cochise County by January 4th. The resolution comes just 2 weeks before Democrat Katie Hobbs, who opposes the construction, takes over as Arizona governor. I'm Marissa Melton, VOA News.
Please subscribe, like, or comment. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, or subscribe.